What's up guys? In my last video, I put together an Obata Revolution cockpit. Now my steering wheel has arrived, so I'm going to do a quick unboxing video and also show you how I assemble it to the cockpit. So it can make two boxes. The one on top is the paddle and the one on the bottom is the wheel plus the wheelbase. So let's take a look at the wheel first. Keycaps, USB cable, power supply, the steering wheel, the manual, table clamp, and last but not least, the wheelbase. Alright, now let's move on to the paddle. Another manual. The base plate. Mounting hardware and tools. The gas paddle. The connection cable. The brake paddle. Alright, that's it for unboxing. Fanatec actually did not include any hardware needed to mount it to a cockpit, so I have to go buy them. We'll be back. Alright, I got a bunch of hardware, and now I'm ready to assemble the steering wheel to the cockpit. To mount the wheelbase, you first need to remove the two plastic blocks on the bottom side. The wheelbase should be mounted with 3 M6 bolts. The length of the bolt depends on the mating surface, but should not be longer than 16 millimeters. The plate I'm mounting it onto is only a couple of millimeters thick, so I just went with the 16 millimeter bolts. To attach the steering wheel, you will just use the M6 bolt that came with the wheel. Make sure to wiggle the metal clamp around a little bit to make sure it is seated properly. Now let's get to the paddles. First, you would attach the paddles to the mounting plate. The hardware needed for this step should be included in the package. Also make sure the cable is not being pinched. Before mounting the paddles onto the cockpit, make sure all the cables are connected properly. The mounting process is quite painful, so you don't want to do this again. I also need to make some adjustments to the position of the paddles. Alright, my new rig is finally finished and ready for some track time. Well, not quite yet. The CSL Elite wheel that I got works on the PS4 and is supposed to be Xbox ready, but it actually does not work with an Xbox as of yet. It needs a Xbox compatible steering wheel. So it turns out that the chip that communicates with PlayStation is embedded in the wheelbase, and the chip that communicates with Xbox is embedded in the steering wheel. The wheelbase I got is compatible with PS4, but the steering wheel I got is not compatible with Xbox. So I need to get another steering wheel for it to work with Xbox. Alright, the Xbox compatible steering wheel is here. Let's open it! Let's take a look at the two steering wheels. The one on the right side is the PlayStation wheel, and the one on the left side is the Xbox wheel. So they basically look the same, except that the color of the front face is slightly different. So the bigger difference is in the material of the rim. So on the PlayStation wheel, the top and bottom half are wrapped with Alcantara, but on the two sides where your hand grips the wheel is actually made out of some rubber material. And obviously you have the PlayStation button. On the Xbox wheel, the whole rim is wrapped with Alcantara, which actually feels pretty good. Other than that, they're basically the same. There you have it. My new rig is finally finished and ready for some track time. As other people have pointed out, it does take some time to get used to a wheel. I have actually spent some time with the rig already, and my first few games were absolutely miserable. I'll be posting some footages later on so you could enjoy my misery. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next video.